in the world of YouTube, Tearful Sight here with another UFO invasion sighting. And this has got to do with a woman named Deb, I believe. I forget her name, but the name of the title is in this. I can't see it right now. Thought I freaking shot it, but I didn't. Jerk. But it's got to do with this woman here, and she still claims, I think, to this day, that gets encounters. And I would like to know where this woman gets her 8mm film. Oh, son of a bitch. I think there's ways to get it, and I wish I can find out. But until that happens, I gotta figure out how to get some. But she's been using cameras, 8mm, mind you, and this is another Amazon Prime documentary about this woman and her findings. And I didn't get much of her up, but I did do a video of her before. And I think it's in a various of other videos, including the Phoenix, Arizona lights, that happening. But very interesting to find out that this woman has been catching stuff for a very long time. And if you want to check it out, I think it's called Caught by the Light. I'll put it in the description if I can remember. Oh, there it is. It's on that video, but this is her daughter. And who was talking before was her daughter. They have 3 generations here. And before I get to that video, I want to show you some stuff that she caught. And this is a window of aliens looking in at this woman. This is a distant photo. This was a close-up. This woman says that she's had this encounter for so long and that she's communicating with the aliens too. And they are saying, I guess they are saying to her that the world is so out of whack right now that, don't get me wrong. She says they have too been out of whack. But supposedly, the more sightings we get from these aliens and, extraterrestrials, they're telling this woman that if we keep doing what we're doing on Earth, that we're gonna friggin' somehow blow up something up in the, not the ozone layer, but something that's gonna blow out at them. It's gonna either drag them in or we're gonna drag us out. And, they see that it's so chaotic down here, I guess, that they don't want nothing to do with it. They won't come down, and what they're supposedly doing is, just monitoring us to see if we're all right. I just seen Fire in the Sky the other day, too. Sat down and watched that movie again about that guy who got sucked up by the light. The tree working crew and left them, the ones that left them behind, and, he was missing for 5 days, but supposedly he was up there in the mothership getting, checked on, and who knows, these aliens, whether they're, seeing who's the bad people in life and who's the good, which they probably consider that guy from Fire in the Sky, someone that was not a threat to them. And I'm sure if there is any alien life form, they ain't got no damn worries about us, because they got their own equipment up there, is right. And I'm sure it's way more powerful, because it's already been said 1,000 times that their stuff is way more advanced and fast. But that's what this woman's claimed, that she's been getting messages through her still photos and all this stuff here. And even the guy was talking about this that did a little research on her, said that this could be dimensions. And she's been catching it like this one, looking like a woman and a child walking through a dimension, which means like a porthole of some sort. And this is all off her 8mm camera, and there is no way and chance in hell that anybody could take an 8mm camera and, edit it, do anything to it. No way. No how. Now, bear with me. I gotta see. I'll be back. Gotta check the pug. Oh, never mind. He's over there sniffing. But anyways, editing this film was tested or checked by a professional special effects guy. Even in this film, he said there's no way or chance in hell that this could have been altered in any form or way to have this imagery put up there to be fake. So with that being said, brings us to the next video, where this woman's family, don't want to believe it, don't want to talk about it. They're all skeptic. They're all skeptical. They're all like, oh yeah, well, and yeah, and ha ha. But when the camera crew did all this and got to the point, like bang, just like this, catching stuff off her stuff, interview right here. You will watch this and you watch it play. You're gonna watch it. I gotta turn this down for copyrights. But in the background, I don't need to prove anything but to show you this. You can watch it on Amazon Prime all you want, but in the background, look at that orb. Now there's an orb. There was an orb beforehand too. You'll see that when it replays. But what I think, let's replay that. Now watch for the first orb. It's gonna shoot by and go into her neck. Now, before she did this interview, she said she was nervous, she was terrified, but I think these orbs somehow calmed her down, because she said right after this and this all happened, even though she did not see it, she said in the interview after seeing all this that she felt calm at this point. Calm to go on. Started talking up a storm. And not only that, in the background, you see that light in the background near her top side of her head. And before this all goes, I'm going to pause. Oh, I ain't got it on pause. It would help to play it. Now that light right there in the back. Boom. Oh, hang on. Right there in the back. Take a look at that light. Now, the orbs is a whole different thing. That light in the background, this woman kept moving side to side. Kept talking, kept moving her head. I mean, the nervousness of her must have had her anxiety to the point where she had to keep moving around and smiling and ha ha ha, laughing, whatever. And getting to the questions about her mother. Before this video here, this interview, the investigators at the time and the interviewers did not see all this happening. They did not see that light in the background. With that being said, that light in the background is the same goddamn light, and it looks like the lights at my man Cooper High's video that he shows where them lights are streaming across the sky. These lights in the background look similar to that, as you can see how bright they are. Them friggin' lights right there were watching her. Now the biggest thing and the biggest point of this video, man, in this interview, I mean, and where them lights are is the friggin' mind-blowing experience of your life. And if this don't make you a believer, well then, whatever. go keep sitting on your brain and stop and, not letting that oxygen get to it, right? Because this is just living proof that there is, and being said, mind you, where these people are and where that light was shining, god damn it, there was a fucking mountain in the background. A mountain. That's right, you heard me, a mountain. Not only that, there are trees. Not only that, there was not even a damn road to have any cars go through that section of the house to flash any illuminated light to get this on camera. Now, that being said, I gave you the whole damn thing. That's right, bang. I'm going to keep you in suspense. And what is in the frickin' mountains out there is what I think is where they come from. Because where they live and where you look out that window right there is all mountain in say 6 foot tall hedge bush trims. Trees, bushes, they're like hedges. They use them like the yard like a fence. So if you check this out, wow, it is mind-blowing. I will put the name in the description box. If it ain't there, come back later to find out it, but I think it's something light. It shows it in the video in the beginning if you catch it, but I'll try and remember to put that in, and I forget the woman's name already, but it don't matter because this is another Stella Lansing. Now, I think the difference between this woman and I can say Stella, she was terrified and didn't know what to do. Other than that, I think they were trying to communicate with her. But where she kept getting terrified from this, I don't think, they did much. And mind you, all the pictures that Stella Lansing took also had orbs in it. And with that being said, and why I think what is beneath us, forget about the friggin' sky right now. Don't get me wrong. They're out there, the galaxy out there, there's billions of billions of stars. So many stars you cannot multiply it to nothing. But I think it's what's beneath us. And I think that mountain out there, and I think the lakes without depth, and I'll keep saying it till the day I die, is one of their in and outlets. The mountains could be definitely something where they live in. Big frickin' what do I want to call it? Say like the motherboard of it all. Maybe they park their ships in there. Maybe they got a friggin' headquarters in there. So that's what I'll call it, headquarters. Whatever the case may be, they're observing us, observing us and watching us, destroy each other. And I guess that's why they don't want to have any contact. But back in what explains about the 50s and 60s, why they did come down, is right. I guess they wanted to test who was good and who was bad. And of course, you look at the movie Fire in the Sky, based on true stories. People passed lie detector tests in that movie. And why were there dead ones in there? Which he fell into one, if you ever watch that movie, he's, floating, of course, into gravity. And he falls into one of these wall-like cocoons. And one's dead, and guts hanging all out, and he puts his hand in it, blah, blah, blah. I think they destroy the bad people and let the ones that are good back. That's why you got all your survivors. It's even like the Skinwalker. That's why you have your survivors that tell the tales, to say, hey, come here. Yeah, hang on. Damn freaking pug gotta be chasing people. But anyways, like I said, just like the Skinwalkers, they want survivors. They want people to know that they're out there, or they want people to know, like the Skinwalkers, to say off the sacred land. There's a purpose to it. And what they talk about in this documentary is the electromagnetic field that the ships bring. And I know damn well if they're underneath us there, or whatever, even landing or flying around, they're friggin' sparking off some electricity to bring back the spirits of the dead. Goddamn friggin', you know, say what you will, call me crazy, but I think that's a lot. I don't need no damn scientists. I'm doing this on my own thoughts and theories, ideas. I don't need no science. I don't need no scientist. You put two and two together, you think they made the movie Frankenstein for a joke? No, I could imagine someone back in them days really trying to electric shock people back. Why they even have it now? They do have it. Electric shock, you back up, clear, jolt your fucking heart right out of you. Get you right back to life. Why do they have it? You think they don't try it with the dead? I mean, you gotta have fresh bodies, whatever, da 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 da. Put that damn shit magnetic on there, magnetic vibe. Yeah, that's right. All these is something, there's always something crazy there, but if stuff wasn't like this didn't exist, then how do we have it now? You know, you think about it. And they even got newer machines, man. Machines you just place on the friggin' skin and it says clear, and it clears you for you. You just stand back, it shoots just right to you. I watched the damn thing and how it works. Sad to say, but whatever's out there, man, it's there. But I think they've worked their way in or even been in underneath us all along. And if things were crumbling back in the Native American days and they've seen hills go crumble the next day down, and then there's water there, that's them making their way in their tunnels. That's what I think. My thoughts, theories, ideas. And then you got these underground caves and underground tunnels anyways, man. How did they get the idea? Because someone found it long ago and started making their own. But even though then, you know, like Kenny Veach, finding the M cave, the vibrations, something out there telling you stay the hell away. But he ended up going back and ended up missing because he was going to reveal something. And that thing disappeared, mind you. And then there was the other guy who disappeared, not too far off from him either, another desert fanatic. Loved the desert, loved the hike, love out there, blah, 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 end up missing. Why? And that's a lot of things I think can happen out in them ways in Nevada. Just like Jim Sullivan. Check out my videos on that. He, too, had seen something. Wrote a whole damn album about it. UFO, Jim Sullivan. I actually love that friggin' album. I think it's some great music. Melodies and everything. And I think I'm going to get that from my man, Harry, the CD guy. But, oh man, and wherever that guy went, out there in Mesa, New Mexico, I think it was Arizona. No, damn it, somewhere out there in Mesa. I think it was Mesa. He's out there out west though, screwing around. Saw something, I think he went back to observe it. But he went back and got caught up by it. It's all out there, folks, and I think, yeah, these days now, as the military used to cover it up, they can't cover it up no more because we got too many observers out here. Too many cameras rolling, and it would be just too much to put the people down, I tell you, to make it stop from existence. Can't stop 1 billion people catching something and seeing it in the sky. Oh no. That's why I love it out here in the dark. Clear your mind. I love looking at the blackness. And I love looking at the stars when they are out there. And also what else flies around. Anyways, once again, everybody, thank you for joining. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Because you don't know where my journey's gonna bring you. Here today, somewhere else tomorrow. That's about my whole channel is. Try and do everything that everybody else does in one setting. Terrible sight setting. But don't get me wrong, it's not so terrible here. That's right. There's other good things around. good ideas, thoughts, theories, everything you need to know. If you might get to learn something. Whatever I know and I can share it, you'll learn it. Till the next video, be safe, take care, and always believe. Always believe. Because between UFOs, supernatural, ghosts, I catch it here. I get it to come out. And I've caught my UFOs back in 2016. Landing on the moon, mind you. Check it out. Out.